Live. It is um, Friday evening-ish. Let's see. Give me a second, guys. I'm going to bring up the desktop. We'll see what happens this week, evening. Weekends, Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays, always a little iffy-ish when you do a live stream. You just don't know what's going to be happening. We don't know who's home, who's in front of the computer or their phone, going out, doing something. All of it's good. So we just show up and I just show up and I talk. We'll see how it goes. I'm here with my cat, so I'm never alone, actually. I'm just waiting for to see if the live stream comes up on my desktop so that in case something happens with speaking of cats, she's demanding some attention. So if anything happens to the live stream, to the comments on my phone, sometimes it seems to freeze up. I don't know why. I'll be able to get it up on my desktop. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm waiting for an ad, which for me makes me a little happy because it means I'm monetized, which is something that I worked for. One second, guys. There we go. Also, getting monetized, doing a bit of research on how it works. The importance of watching content creators' ads. That something I sort of took for granted. I didn't give it much thought. Sometimes, you don't. I'm sorry to say. Our friend Walking with Goldie is here. She says, hi there, lovely people. How are you, Goldie? I guess you are probably getting ready for bed relatively soon. Yeah, it's kind of sad to say that it's not really true empathy when you start getting those realizations when you're in that position. True deep empathy is when you have it regardless. When you have it before, when you have it during, when you have it after. Let's see. Goldie says, it's good. Just watching Optimob on the TV. I was watching a bit of them as well. Greg Dayton is back. Greg, how are you? Let's see. Greg says, hello, Eric the host. Do you have any kids? I have a stepchild. Randolph is here. Randolph, my friend, how are you? Appreciate you stopping back. Yep, I have a 31-year-old stepchild. Goldie says, Eric, time for the pill? Not quite yet. In about half an hour. If I take it too early, it's an herbal supplement for sleep. If I take it too early, then you get a sleepy Yogi by the time the live stream is just getting good. If I take it too late, it's not that I need it to sleep, but it definitely helps relax, prepares me. So yeah, 31-year-old stepchild. I know what you're probably thinking is, how does anyone so young, youthful, vigorous, have a 31-year-old stepchild? I also know that that's not what you guys were really thinking. Let's see, Randolph says, what other herbs do you take? I don't take any other herbs. Well, no. I drink turmeric and ginger tea every night. And I cook with turmeric. So I do spice. And our friend Bumblebee T is here. Hi, Yogi, Randolph, and Greg. Let's see. Do I take? What does that say? Bacoba. Is that ginkgo? Bacoba. I'm not familiar with that. I take magnesium, triple magnesium. It helps with sleep. It helps with relaxation. Very good if anyone has anxiety. Multivitamin. I do take creatine. I take saw palmetto in a formula along with grapeseed extract, which is good for the prostate. I appreciate that reminder, Goldie. Hey, so tell me about the Bacoba, if you don't mind. Randolph says hi to all. Randolph says no, yes, and good. Let's see. Nickel for a pickle. Nickel for a pickle? Or is that pickles? I think it's pickle. Sir, I'm 56 years of age and recently divorced. I'm getting married to my pet goldfish. What else should I do to improve myself? Should I have children? I need your wisdom, sir. Well, you know what? I don't know if I have any wisdom. What I have is an innate intelligence that you and I both share together. It's the intelligence of the universe itself. So if I were to take a moment and tap into that innate universe, I would question a mixed marriage, my friend. I think that we have come pretty far as a people. My ex-wife, her father was black, her mother is white. Milk identifies as black, so we were technically in a mixed marriage, and happily so. And we're happily ex-spouses. And I think it might be even more difficult, though, for people of mixed denominations, religious beliefs. It can be, but it can be overcome. I'm not sure that a goldfish nickel marriage, I'm not so sure that would work. But I don't want to be a naysayer. So, hey, give it a try. Go into it with an open heart. Love your goldfish with everything that you have. And take it from there. Let love work its magic, my friend. Randolph says baking soda as well. You know what? I know a lot of people who take baking soda. I haven't really experimented with baking soda. T says physio went well, went okay. Discharge nurse argument wouldn't leave very stressed and relapsed a bit. Neurological condition, don't cope with stress. What was the discharge nurse arguing about? Gordy says hi there, nickel for a pickle. Let's see. Randolph says that's the herb I had. Herb for the mind. Interesting. For a second, I thought you were referring to ginkgo biloba, which is supposed to be very good for the memory. Stephen Price says, "Hey Yogi, how to get my head to shine as bright as yours? Looking amazing today." I got to tell you, it comes natural. You would think that there would be a special head wax that you could Google head shiny and yogi or go to Amazon and type those keywords in, and there'd be like a product. I think it's from, you know what, decades of meditation. I think it's from doing shoulder stands and headstands. The blood has been rushing towards my brain for quite a long time, and it's created a let's call it a sheen Let's call it a forehead sheen. Or I might have a secret ingredient that I'm just not going to share. That I'm just not going to share with anybody. Hey, sometimes you got to guard your secrets. You got to keep it close to the chest. So it might be one of those two answers. Runner Boy is here. Runner Boy says, "Yo, hey, Runner Boy, I wanted to thank you the other morning for stepping up as a moderator. Much appreciated. How you feeling? How's your throat doing? Let's go visit Runner Boy's channel just to make sure that he is still 1K. Awesome. Holding steady. So you're there now. Randolph says, I will spell it to you correctly. Well, thank you for that. I wish you all the best. I wish you the best as well, my friend. Nickel for a Pickle says, I'm sorry, sir. My goldfish just gets me. You know what, then? Forget everything I said except for the go with your heart. When someone gets you, goldfish, cat, person, when they get you, they get you. That's all that matters. Runner Boy says, I had a snowboarding instructor who talked about baking soda every day. It's supposed to be very good for alleviating lactic acid in the system. It's supposed to be good for endurance runners. We got excellent advice from Walking with Goldie. Nickel, you do you. Thank you for that, Goldie. Bakaba, Bakapa. I'll look that up. I appreciate that, Randolph. So let's see. Hey, it's a pretty plant. I'm looking at a photo of it right now. It is native to wetlands of southern and eastern India, Australia, Europe, Africa, Asia, and North and South America. Known by the common name of water hyssop brahmi, which actually means bee in Sanskrit, and thyme-leafed gratola, herb of grace. I like that. And Indian pennywort. Nice. Hey, I appreciate that suggestion, Randolph. T says, you're telling me I have to go to on disabled property Tuesday? Seems my functionability is ignored. I couldn't feed myself today. Need cup given to drink. No speech after arguments. I don't know why they keep pushing that on you. Oh, wow. Randolph says his doctor told him about baking soda for the prostate. Oh, keep that in mind. I don't really have a problem with my prostate, but you know what? At 59, you want to keep it that way. Laradox is here. Laradox, how are you? So, if all my friends in the chat don't mind hitting the like button, that would be much appreciated. So I was talking about empathy. L-theanine is good for anxiety and stress with coffee. It is in the little herbal supplement that I'm taking. It also has a little bit of melatonin as well. Rick says hello to Bumblebee. Hope you're doing good. Greetings from Stockton, California, USA. I appreciate the tips, Randolph. Therodox says a big tornado. I thought you said there was a tsunami went through where a truck got lifted. Power went out. Well, I hope you're safe. That's the important thing. So, Paradox says it just came back on like 30 minutes ago. Randolph says that he is into nutrition and myself. Awesome. I'm glad to hear that. I worked in the nutritional industry, retail, but that was several decades ago. Paradox says it was a tornado, but the thing is a tsunami and tornado often come together. I thought the tsunami is what happens after a earthquake. T says, bullies, I'm sure they get a kick out of distressing me. I hope not. That's awful, T. It's just hard to imagine. Why would somebody who had that attitude get involved in the health industry to begin with? So at 2 p.m., 8 p.m. after argument, told her to leave. She refused. Left me very distressed. Yeah, I can imagine. Nodak says, like, that's what happened. Well, like I said, I'm glad you're safe. Randolph observes, missed word. Not a problem. Randolph said that's off about the storm. It is, yep. So, let's see. Mocha's here. Master Sergeant, retired. Mocha's here. Verna Boy just spilled his dinner everywhere. I hope you have more. So what do you guys want to talk about? I was talking about empathy before. And that ties into what we're talking about here with T, with Bumblebee T. Why would someone who, with an evident lack of empathy, enter the healthcare field? Why would somebody that is bullying someone who's ill enter the healthcare industry or field? Sometimes people say, lack of empathy, or you have empathy, or you don't have empathy. But I think empathy is a natural order, and I also think it's blocked. I think society has a tendency to block it because from the very beginning, we're divided. We're told this is who you are, and this is who this other person is. That they are white, this person's black, this person's brown, and so. All the differences are taught. And so that natural empathy that we are all together gets blocked. For some, severely so. For some, so severely that they would treat someone like T. They would get a job in the health industry and teach someone like, or treat someone like T the way these people were. T says they don't get my needs. Randolph is going to go. Randolph, I appreciate you stopping by, my friend. Let's see. Paradox says, fun fact, guys, if you double tap the screen, it will like Yogi's stream. Try it. Interesting. I'll try it myself. I don't think it worked. I'm actually on my phone as well as my desktop. I'm double timing. Well, thank you for that fun fact. Milka says, hi there, lovely Goldie. Well, Runner Boy's probably going to have burns on his hands tomorrow. I'm sorry for that. I'm glad it's not deadlift day. Paradox says he's going to share a storm pick. Huge tree fill. Yeah, we lost a lot of trees about 2 weeks ago. Milka says, well, Paradox. Paradox says, I don't look at skin color. Well, I've had conversations about that with Milka before. And of course, everyone does. And it's natural. And I think it's sort of a mistake not to. Because when we say, I don't see skin colors, I see everyone as equal, then we ignore some of the systemic racism that takes place everywhere, as well as we ignore the history that has gone on, as well as a lot in the present moment. Statistics just show it. I don't want to turn this into a political discussion, of course, but we do need to look, that's the whole nature of empathy, that we need to look empathetically at the experience of individuals, of the experience of people of a certain ethnicity, of a certain color, across the board. Paradox says, great grandpa, how old are you? Let's see. T says, hi all. Hard to see all chat. Tag me if important with her name. We can do that. Oh, I believe it works. I think it probably doesn't work on my end because, you know, my live stream maybe. Paradox says we are all one race, and that's the human race. However, not everyone has always treated each other that way. Now, to this day. So that's why we always need to look deeper. We can't just gloss over. We can't just do that. Everyone's equal under the eyes of God, or under the eyes of the law, or under the eyes of whatever. In theory, all of that might be true. In practice, it has not turned out to be that way. Greg Dayton says, Paradox, I'll be 70 in exactly 70 days. We're counting down. 70 from 70. So speaking of birthdays, I had a fun time celebrating Flower's birthday. Just goes to show you, hey, you can celebrate anything, anywhere, at any time. Laradox says, in fact, I'd say it's racist to look at skin. Oh, absolutely not, Laradox. You can definitely celebrate color. You can definitely celebrate diversity. Goldie says, oh, let's see. Greg says, hello, Eric, number 2. The only reason it's number 2 is because we're going by seniority of age. As I came into the world first. It's definitely not of importance, that's for sure. Goldie says, I look because seeing color in Romania was not a normal thing, so I look with joy and admiration. Nice. Yeah, beautiful. Paradox. So don't say not to get political and get political. Because it's the same thing. Let's see. Runner Boy says same thing with gay rights. Exactly. Therodox says same hate towards anyone. So, wisdom from Mocha, from the Master Sergeant. I appreciate the beauty of all skin colors. If we say we're colorblind, we fail to see how some have been oppressed and thus trivialize the issue. Can't solve a problem if you don't acknowledge it first. Exactly. And this is coming from someone who, not too far before her parents got married, it would have been illegal. As a matter of fact, I think it even might have been in my state. You know, in some states, it was illegal for mixed marriages up until the 70s. Let's see. Jesus sat on the cross for our sins, and what he wants is for us to love each other and not look at skin colors. We're all human. I agree with much of that, my friend. Not all of it, but much of it. Let's see. Mocha says that the problem exists. Exactly. Mocha said very elegantly and succinctly what I was trying to get across. T says, how Yogi, you celebrate? Everyone wished her happy birthday. We just made sure that she knew how appreciated she was. And we had a lovely, lovely song from Walking with Goldie that we got to play and everyone heard. Paradox says, Yogi, I enjoy talking about our different points of views. No hate towards you, I promise. Oh, I understand that. Leo said so. Leo said so says, Yogi the Goat, our friend Reaper just did 100, wow, big news here. 100 nasal breathing burpees. He went for it and succeeded. Zen Master Reaper, soon to come. Awesome. This is his second session for the day too, isn't it? What did he, I'm going to have to be sure to check this out. What do you have to say about it? We'll see if he, if it'll be a thing, as it has become for Zen Master Leo said so. Let's see. Runner Boy says not to get political, but Skittles or M&Ms. M&Ms all the way, 100%. Not even a debate or an argument. Paradox says, guys, there is 11 people. Well, 11 people in this stream and several likes. Get it even. Shall we come on like this stream, guys? Thank you for that, Paradox. Let's see. Mocha says Skittles. After all these years, after almost 23 years, I feel betrayed. This is unsettling, guys. I mean, I'm not saying I'm anti-Skittles, but in a comparison, Skittles or M&Ms, I don't know. My whole world's been thrown upside down. Leo said so, said Skittles. I wonder if he's just doing that to side with Mocha. You see that Mocha's the Master Sergeant retired. She served her country with pride, with skill, with integrity, and she deserves the support. I agree, she does deserve that support. However, no need to go over the line and throw in the Skittles at the sake of M&Ms. I think, guys, honestly, you would eat a couple Skittles and be like, well, I'm all skittled out. You know, they're so skittly. They're so sweet. But, man, I could eat bag after bag of M&Ms and never get tired of them. Peanut or otherwise. Who would have thought that it would have been Runner Boy that would have caused a political split between our live stream group? Runner Boy comes in all innocent like. Walking with Goldie says, hi there, Leo said so. Leo said so came in with some big news. Burpee Reaper has now stepped into the dark side, and there he is. We're just talking about you. I need a report, Reaper. Let's see. Laradox says, Yogi is most certainly the girl. Thank you for that, Laradox. Leo said, Mocha is legit. Yeah, she is legit. You don't get to be a Master Sergeant if you're not legit. Laradox says, Yogi is actually like the only true friend I ever had. Well, you know what? Thank you for that, Laradox. That's quite a compliment. I'm glad to be your friend. Happy to be your friend. And more will follow. You just keep being yourself. Allow life to even out the rough edges. And we all have rough edges. I'm 59 and I might be nothing but rough edges. All right, so someone complimented my shiny, smooth head. So I'm not all rough edges. T says, Leo LP, Leo, Eric LP, and Laradox. And the Burpee Reaper. Let's see, Flower said, where'd everything go here? Things just skip. Adrian, 1231, 1231, 1231. How about just Adrian? What are you doing? We're just talking, my friend. You can throw something out there if you want to talk about it. All right. Sorry. Besides Flower and all you guys, we're all your friend. All of us are your friend. That's the easiest way to say it. And here it is. Hello, beautiful YouTube family. This is what we were working our way down towards. Waiting for that full report. Greg Dayton says, hey, Laradox, don't you have any friends? Some concern there. I appreciate that concern, Greg. Reaper says, Leo the One. So I hear that we have to add the Zen Master Burpee Reaper to the title. Not just Mr. Five Pump, not just the champ, not just it is what it is, not just the master of the Holy Grail, but now the Zen Master Burpee Reaper. Laradox says, and Mocha is also my friend, although I don't know why I can't see Mocha's chats. You can't see her replies on here? Interesting. Let's see. Leo said, I'm already telling bro. Yeah, that was the first thing. Came in and announced it. Laradox says, I do, Greg, and you are definitely one of them. That was nice to say. Mocha gives a salute to Leo said so. Hey, a salute from a Master Sergeant. Almost as good, not quite. Almost as good as a high five. I wouldn't know, having never gotten a high five from the Master Sergeant before. 8 likes, I appreciate that, guys. And Reaper says, appreciate that, Leo. We got all of T's favorite burpee people here. Let's see, Laradox says, Mocha, you're there because I hear Yogi talking about you, but I don't see your messages appearing. Weird. They're definitely there. Leo said, Reaper on Demon Time. He said it was easy and we'll do it again. I can't wait to check it out. I'm tempted to shut down the live stream early and spend the rest of the evening watching 100 reps, nasal breathing. All right. I was like right on top of things, and then like in a blink, everything I fell behind. Let's see. T says I can't find channels for Burpees Men. I'll see if I can fix that for you. Send you the links. Runner Boy was on Reapers Live. Awesome. Greg says, thank you, Laradox. Even though I'm an atheist, still my friend. Laradox says, yeah, Laradox is a good guy. Mocha says, Skittles again. Whew, how disappointing. You think you know someone. Reaper says, Runner Boy, I saw you, brother. Thank you for joining my live. Hey, Reaper, was this a double session today? I thought you did one earlier. Laradox says, Greg, if it's okay that I pray for you. Runner Boy says, I don't like Skittles. Does that make me inhuman? Yeah. I'm afraid it does, my friend. I'm afraid it does. Not gonna lie. It's okay, though. Don't have to be human to be considered a friend. Let's see. Reaper says, Leo, I said no such thing. Well, that's because you were doing nasal breathing and you couldn't talk. It was implied. Leo got the message. Leo, as an experienced nasal breather, speaks the language. So he just translated. Mocha says she likes to taste the damn rainbow. So there. You know what? We can settle this easily by Burpee Reaper, a food connoisseur. And he'll lay it on the line. The big discussion for the night, Burpee Reaper, Skittles or M&Ms. Controversial topic. Usually I steer away from controversy. But hey, Runner Boy laid it out there. He put it out there. Didn't hold anything back. He didn't announce his preference until after he put that out there. Let's see. So, someone said meat. I guess that's the third option. T says M&M brownies are the best. Yeah, they are pretty good. Paradox Greg, I want to tell you that Jesus Christ loves you with all his heart and soul, and he would do anything for you. Isn't that fact alone amazing? Uh-oh. Goldie is entering more controversy. No, actually, I don't eat either, but I'm talking about my past preferences, and if I were to lay down on a candy binge, what I would do. Goldie says that she does not either of them. Mocha says not the tropical flavor. Greg says, yes, Laradox, but I can get pretty annoyed at religious people. Laradox loves M&Ms, so I already had a high opinion of Laradox. It just got even higher. T says Mocha, but no, not gold. No gold at the end of that rainbow. Goldie is a neutral state. Leo said, can't wait for Reaper to do 105 pump Navy SEALs. I can't wait. Yeah, when he does 1,000, that would up the game. 1,000 Navy SEALs. Nasal breathing Navy SEALs. I can't even say that. Too many N's for me to say. Runner Boy says, now the real challenge is to put a bag of Skittles and M&Ms in a bowl and eat the whole thing. I think some people could do that. I think that would be, that could be something that would, on a YouTube short, that could hit viral. You never know. Mocha says, yes, so disappointing to Bumblebee. Theodox says he has every right to get annoyed with atheists, but I don't get annoyed at you, only your beliefs. I think the difference is most atheists are pretty quiet about it. Like, you would never know that Greg was an atheist unless, one, you asked him, or two, people were talking about their religious views. Maybe not across the board, but I never would have guessed that, or I even have been concerned one way or the other at Greg's religion or lack of religion. Reaper says, damn it, Leo. Reaper says, Leo, I should do them now and get it over with. So I'm waiting for some feedback. Leo says, I'm going to go for a max nasal breathing, Navy SEAL nasal breathing. Man, that's going to be hard for me to say soon, but I have to heal. Reaper says, inspire me, Leo, go for it. Milka says, I can't find those little bar things that are supposed to help with my wrists for burpees. We can get some at Target. Let's see. Milka says, Eric loves the Sermon on the Mount. I do love the Sermon on the Mount. Theodox says, Yogi, you should make great-grandpa a moderator. Greg's never asked before. T says, push-up bars, Milka. Yep, they're little push-up bars. Eric LaPointe says, you picked M&M's over Skittles, Yogi. I know our political views are different, and that's not a problem, but this crosses the line. I had to pull over the truck for this. Yeah, it's a game changer, isn't it? I honestly think those who are picking Skittles, you've heard me before about being stuck in the illusion, not being able to clearly see reality because of, in yoga, they call it the kleshas, the 5 afflictions of the mind. The little known, the deepest yogic secret, the 6th affliction. There's actually one extra, and that is the affliction of believing that Skittles are better than M&M's. It's the last thing that's introduced on the yogic path. Thodak says, I didn't know why, but I can see her messages. You can see it now? Let's see. Thodak says, Eric, are you conservative? Eric LaPointe says, no. We get some laughing emojis to Eric LaPointe. I guess it could be a traumatic experience. You think you know someone, and you know their deep secret is revealed. Therodox says, if you don't mind me asking, are you a liberal? Greg Dayton says, is damn the swear word? I don't think so. Mocha says, Skittle isn't a swear word. Let's see. How do I keep falling behind, guys? Well, I really fell behind. I missed all kinds of things by Canal Zoid. Let's see. I'm eating some of his stuff. I'm reading some of his stuff. Eat some meat, bro. You need to bulk up. I've been bulky. I've been 220 pounds, man. I've competed in bench press competitions. I've competed in powerlifting competition, kettlebell sport. I have been around the block, my friend. I have been big and I have been less big, or um, always happy to talk about it. Right now, I choose health over all of that. Something that you get to if you make it to be 59, and I hope you do. All right, guys. Let's see. Mocha says, let's not get political. Okay. I agree 100%. As a matter of fact, that's really one of the few things. Sometimes we skirt around it a bit, but it just here it serves no purpose whatsoever. Maybe it will sometime. I don't know, but not now. Therodox says it's in my blood. No, I think blood is in your blood. Maybe Skittles. Isn't Ben Shapiro Jewish? Let's see. Milka has a good point. It shouldn't matter to a man of God. Leo said, the point got time for this. You know what? I think to do something in favor of God is to be kind. And I think that will cover it all. Greg says, thank you, Mocha. Politics is ridiculous. Definitely, Greg. T says, can't find burpee community, only Jacob, Yogi. Let's see. We'll see. Hey, if anyone in the burpee world wanted to drop their links so that T can visit. Reaper says, yes, second deployment. Awesome. Man, and you stepped up with nasal breathing. Let's see. And Goldie says, Paradox, remember, faith needs to be walked, not talked about. What did Jesus say about praying in private? Zoid who? Interesting comments. It always amazes me the seriousness in which people take their opinions. T says, Burp, be sure to note, we're talking about the Reaper. Always starts with a shirt, never finishes with a shirt. Let's see. Mocha says, agreed. Goldie, he wants to provoke, not really talk. All right. Paradox says, Zoid be trolling. He definitely has a meat agenda, doesn't he? Always interesting to chat with someone who has that singular purpose. Let's see. All right, guys, let me catch up here. Paradox says, don't cuss. Who was, let's see, he was cussing. All right. Because of the stuff that was going on in there, I lost track of the conversation just a little bit. Mocha says she goes her own way, and that is the Skittles way. But you would not turn away from a bag of vegan M&Ms. That's for sure. T says M&M spew or crispy brownies, salted caramel. I do like brownies. Therodox said Zoe said the F word up. Thank you for that. Reaper's got him covered. Generally, I don't mind people coming in doing that. However, Zoid is pretty repetitive, same stuff over and over again. Usually, we get some pretty clever people here who at least make an effort to be funny. So, in this case, I don't see the point of leaving it up. So I appreciate Reaper stepping up. I sort of got to say that I'm going to say it's a moderator's discretion. I think everyone who's a moderator sort of is on the same page with me. So if you see something that doesn't sit well with you, hey, you guys, you do what you need to do. My full support. Let's see. Mocha says Eric Yogi is actually a recovering dessert addict. I am. I would not, and Mocha could attest to this, I would not leave once the dam broke. Insatiable. Easily. I would eat everything that was put in front of me. Dodox says he timed out for 86 seconds. Reaper doesn't play games. I mentioned this before. You don't get the name Burpee Reaper by playing games. Burpee Reaper lays the hammer down. Scythe, I should say. Greg says, don't look at me. I didn't swear. Dodox says he's a crippling M&M addict. Could definitely eat a lot. I could definitely eat a lot of peanut butter cups as well. Let's see. Welcome with Goldie says, I know a better one. Lovely flower. Mocha Bean Boozled. Bean Boozled. Goldie says, Therodox, Skittles is not a swear word. It is not. Mocha says, Goldie, that's not one I've heard. It's not one I've heard either. All right. Let me get all the way down to the bottom. Work my way up. Let's see. Reaper says, Zodox, we're going to take care of you if you don't troll out, my G. So, Zodox says, can I take care of any trolls that come in? Well, you know what? It's not just someone being a troll. I think everyone knows my position with trolls. I actually don't mind them. I actually don't even consider them trolls. But it was the fact that Zoid was... It was the same thing over and over again. I think of it, that was more spam than a troll. We got some trolls in here. Man, I got to think of a better name for that. But they end up being funny. They end up sticking around. They end up, or they don't. Either way, it's absolutely fine. But when it's like repetitive like that, and when it's not funny, it doesn't serve anything. Again, for me, it's words on a screen. It doesn't mean anything at all. But if you look how it broke up the conversation, it's just not worth it when it's like that. You know what? Come in, be funny. Come in and be mean. Come in and be cruel. Come in and do whatever you want to do. but don't break up the conversation. I talk about forgiveness a lot, and I stand by it. But man, it's almost unforgivable to break up the stream of a conversation. Because you see what happens. Now I'm all befuddled. Although it was a perfect opportunity for me to use the word befuddled, which I haven't for quite some time. So I'm all the way at the bottom. I've missed a lot. Guys, let me know. Let's see. Leo says, when you face another challenge, Yogi the GOAT. Man, that's a good question. That's a good question. Let me think about it. You guys definitely stepped up with this one. T, thank you. And thank you for Goldie for the early reminder. Reaper says, respect Yogi's live. If you want to run it, then come check me out when I'm live, and we can run your mouth all you want. Thank you for that. Medic here. Medic, my friend, how are you? Timeouts for foolishness. Leo says, we support and bring up, not down. Much appreciated, guys. Let's see. Lordox says, that's true. I don't deserve the wrench. I'm kind of a troll. You know what? If you're aware of it, it means you don't have to be. Everyone here knows your position, faith-wise. Everyone here respects it. And you would be more apt to bring people maybe a bit more to your line of thinking just by being quiet about it and being caring. That alone would be enough. So I did miss a bunch. T says, my banana don't taste like M&M the Skittle. Please send sweets to hospital for me. These days, I'm content with a banana. I'm more than content with a banana. I am absolutely happy with a banana. Aerodoc says, all salutes to you, Yogi. Be kind, Yogi 2024. A great thing to say, Yogi. That's definitely my political message. Aerodoc says it's putting people in timeout because Burpee Reaper did. I consider, no offense to any other mod, there's some people that I consider like senior mods. Goldie, Reaper, Eric Lapointe, UK Medic. These are the guys that, they have discernment. They've been around the YouTube streets for a while. There's a few others as well. Destiny Forever Walks PhD, obviously. So, you know what? Like I said, I leave it up to them. Adrian says, hey, bro, what's up? What's up, my friend? I took my pill. Fear is an illusion. You know what? You and I are on the same page with that. Fear is an illusion. However, it is a persistent illusion. It's the same thing. That's paraphrasing Albert Einstein. Albert Einstein said that time is an illusion, albeit a persistent illusion. Aerodoc says Bumblebee should be a moderator. If she would like to be, she certainly could be. Aerodoc says, true, I'm still just a kid. You know what? I don't want to say just a kid. because you know what, I put flour there as a senior. It's not a slight to anyone. It's just, having that little bit of discernment over, um, and knowing me. You know what I mean? These are people that know me very well on the live stream, so they know what I like and they know what I. Um, Reaper says, Paradox, you got any older brothers? Let's see. Eric Point says, you can tell me and Reaper grew up in the same time frame. You guys are the same age, right? You get a salute. Paradox says, only 3 years till I'm a legal adult. Let's see. Goldie says, T, can you please rephrase it? YouTube takes issues with certain words. Thank you for that. This is true. I'm finding these little things out. Paradox says, I know what you mean. I'm less mature. No, you know what? Again, not so much maturity as you're very enthusiastic. Let's frame it in the positive. That you're not at the point in your life where you feel that you can contain that excitement and that enthusiasm. That's not a bad thing, but one thing you learn, as Goldie pointed out, and I think Goldie can share with you how she came about it. That if you truly want to show people the way that you believe the way to do it is by how you live your life, by your actions, by your silence, by your love, by your heart. Not with the endless enthusiasm, not with always trying to convert people, because it just doesn't work. Reaper says he's 40. Yep, and so is Eric Lapointe. Dio Senso said, shape up, bro, do burpees, get some discipline, and get ready for life. It's going to get tough, little bro, Paradox. It most certainly is. Excellent advice. Not to mention, you know what, burpees or the discipline, one of the key tenets in the yoga niyamas, which are the personal observances, is discipline. And it's called tapas. And tapas in Sanskrit means heat. And it means that we burn off the impurities that keep us from seeing reality, that keep us from being true yogis or Zen masters or Sufis or shamans. We burn off those impurities through the discipline, through the heat of what we've laid out as our path, as our disciplined path. So it can be burpees, could be yoga asanas, it could be both, it could be ultra running. Literally becomes a path of worship. You're not worshiping the movement itself, you are worshiping motion, the motion of life, the motion of God. Leo says, much support, bro. Reaper says, facts, Leo. Definitely so. Greg says, what does a moderator do? Most of the time I've made people moderators so they can share channels, their own, and for others, and it makes it easier for people to connect. And then we have the super moderators who do what Reaper did and what Goldie has done. Goldie does it with great care. So does Reaper. It's just they see, how the conversation is shaping up, and both of them are really good at seeing the intent of people. Are they just trying to be funny or clever, or is it just messing up the entire conversation? And man, I've had my share of messes here. Everyone's seen it. So I think with the moderators, we're starting to gel. We're starting to see how things take shape, which is nice because now look at where we are. You know what I mean? We managed to wade through. It only takes one person to, if we took him seriously, to disrupt the conversation. You know what? Like if everyone started to respond and say, you know, how dare you say that, or that's not nice, or whatever. Um, that's the entire conversation. Then it's time to say goodnight. Let's see. Therodox says he's pretty fit. Awesome. Well, yeah, you're a basketball player. Therodox has a six-pack. Hey, Therodox, how's your knee? Oh, let's see. T says, Goldie, which word? Medic brought it up 2 days ago. Yogi said dumbass was fine. Leo says, then work on your mental the same way you do with your body. Excellent advice. You know what? A great mental exercise, prayer of St. Francis, where you take it deep and deep and deep. What a beautiful prayer. You're literally asking yourself to be a instrument of peace. Lord, make me an instrument of thy peace. Where there's hatred, let me sow love. That's the type of mental work. Be that isle of peace, so that when everything's in turmoil, everything's going crazy, people wonder, what is it that sustains Laradax? And then they want to know. And then you say, my heart belongs to Jesus. Or whatever it might be. Goldie says that explains a lot, Laradox. I appreciate your enthusiasm and your passion, but faith should never be rammed down someone's throat. Thank you for sharing that, Goldie. Absolutely agree. T says, what do you have? A baseball and poop emoji? Is that okay? Baseball poop? That's fine with me. Verodox says, well, I'm the type where I get old at a young age. Remember, Jesus said, be as a child. Creeper says, I got one of those two Laradox, but that won't make you successful, my dude. Laradox says, I actually wish I had a father or family. One day you will be one, and you will have one. And this is a good time to prepare for that. Laradox says he found a good, I'm sorry, Leo said so, said you found a good community to help God as much as we can. Just get more intelligently and choose what you say wisely. Excellent advice. You should go to some of these live stream, Laradox, and see how these people conduct themselves. Trial by fire. They're definitely putting themselves in the heat of the battle, and you see the composure. Let's see. Goldie says YouTube didn't flag it. Lovely, T. Greg says, thank you, Goldie. You very much spoke for me. As Goldie does, she puts out some wise words. Always appreciated. Laradox says, that's true. You guys are my family. Does have a niece, Aunt Sada, and you have an aunt as well. So you'll get to be a positive figure in your niece's life. Let's see. Goldie says, I hear Laradox. Be thankful for what you do have. Other kids, your your age might not be so blessed. And there certainly are many who aren't. Paradox says, I actually do have an older brother. Goldie says, I'm sure she's cute. Paradox. Let's see. Paradox says, T is being a troll. Nah, I don't think so. Let's see. Goldie says YouTube automatically flagged it. That's part of the upper conversation that I missed. I apologize for that. Leo says, mind and matter are not separate, but one unit, run by the same cog. Do your best, brother Laradox. Excellent advice and agree. Mind and matter are not separate at all. Let's see. T says, Yogi suggested a code word for troll, please. Yeah, I need a better term. Laradox says, T, please don't cuss if it makes the Reaper himself mad. Let's see. Yeah, a little bit of not fighting, just some quibbling. Laradox says, Yogi, I honestly don't feel like I deserve the wrench. Do you want me to take the wrench and you could let me know when you feel like you deserve it again? That's fine. Says his ACL is feeling better. Awesome. Still torn, but not horribly. T says she is sick in the hospital. Leah said, Bumblebee on Sting. Well, our friend T has a whole lot going on right now. And this is a de-stress zone for T. So when we know someone, when we know that someone needs something, and we know that it'll be helpful, then we provide it for him. That's what friends do. That's what at the beginning of the conversation I talked about empathy. Now, to be fair, Laradox might not have seen some of the stuff above, so he doesn't know. So he says, Bumblebee, I hope you feel better. Very nicely, very kindly. He says, Leo, I forgot I have a weapon on my bum. William is back. William, my friend, how are you? And T says, Laradox, I'm worse from stress today. So that's why, like I said, now everyone knows that. Laradox, maybe you didn't realize that. So that's why we just try to keep things even keel. We don't even have to try because for the most part, it's a pretty chill conversation. Laradox says, let's be B's friend. We certainly are. T says, William, evening. Never pays upset to be. Greg Dayton says, Laradox, don't upset the bee. Eric Point says, Laradox, your youth stands out by your inability to control your impulses. This is what you need to work on. We all had to do this in life, and still working it every day. Wise words from Eric LaPointe. And that comes in time. But it also comes when you have helpful people like Leo and Eric LaPointe and the Reaper, as well as Goldie. Well, you know what? Everyone here helping you out. And they're truly helping you out. And especially, remember, Goldie shares your faith as well as your enthusiasm. Religion is actually one of the first things Goldie and I talked about. So it's all on how it's approached. And you know what? I know you have a mission. So think about what is the best way of making that mission come to fruition. Am I helping people here? Or am I maybe driving people away? Because we have some people who are expressed atheists. We have some people who have struggled with their faith in some way. And then we have some people with deep, deep faith in the same as you. And then you have someone like me who has my own deep faith, but it's not in the same tradition as you. And I think we probably have more people like that as well. So what is the best instrument for your mission? Is it blunt? Is it a hammer? Because if you have a hammer as your only tool, everything is going to look like a nail. Leo said, Lapointe is on point. Yeah, you know, Eric Lapointe seldom steps up with words like that. He's always supportive. He's always kind. He's always funny. But when he does step up, it's always with a good point, and it's always right to the point. He doesn't mince any words, and he says it. You know, it's not unkind. As a matter of fact, it's an extremely kind thing to say because it's designed to help you out. Hey, Laradox, if these people didn't care, they would do their best to drive you off. They would ignore you. Instead, everyone here has offered you encouragement. They've offered you love. They've offered you great advice. And some of these people have been in the situation that you are. T says, Greg, I used my weapons on my B-bum and stung Laradox. Let's see, Laradox says, I don't even have a family. Cut me some slack. Well, you know what? I honestly think that's what they're doing. They're helping you out. They want to see you be the person you'd like to be. Sometimes it takes a little bit of discipline. And if they didn't think you were capable of it, they wouldn't offer that. They would dismiss you as just a kid. Being a kid and being just a kid are two different things. Muhammad is here. Muhammad, my friend, how are you? Goni says, Laradox, I don't cut socks to my daughter because the world won't. This is very true. For me, Laradox, I think it's amazing how everyone is stepping up to help you. And although it might seem a little harsh, it is really all done out of love. Everyone wants to see you be who you are. Be the authentic Laradox. Muhammad says, hello, my friend Yogi, Eric, Bumblebee, T, Goldie, and all friends. Welcome, Muhammad. Always great to spend time with Muhammad. How are things in the oil field, my friend? Eric White says, I'm not driving now, so I can text. Greg says, hey, Bumble, I'm glad I'm on your side. Don't want to be on the bad side of a bumblebee. Let's see. So here's what I'm going to do. Laradox. I'm going to remove your wrench. Not because I want to. Not because I think it needs to be done. But when you think that you are, when you think that you're ready, when you think that you've reached the point where you feel like, you know what, I'm ready to dive in and be, I don't even know the right word for it. Because it's not a friend, because you certainly are a friend. You've always been a friend. I think when you feel like your enthusiasms have reached the point, they haven't dimmed, Never dim your enthusiasm for anyone, ever. But learn that sometimes it needs to be controlled in how it's expressed. Yeah, we can't pass it on like that. Let's see. So that's mainly what I do. If someone like our friend T says, "Can you make me a mod?" Because she has a function to perform here. And there she goes. Medic is back in the house. Welcome, Medic. Let's see. William says, "I'm curious more about your diet. Would you mind if I ask?" Also, thank you and hello to everyone. Nope, you can ask whatever you want. I'm always open about everything. I've been a vegan for 15 years, vegetarian for a while longer than that, but I did for a very long time have a very traditional bodybuilding diet. Tons of protein. Goldie says, "Did you ask if T wants it?" Exactly. Well, she got it. T says, "Yogi, huge respect to you and community." Thank you for that, T. T says she's too sick. Well, I'm hoping now that she is a mod and she uses it to help herself, that she'll feel better. Goldie says, "Greg Dayton, we have the ability to delete messages, put people in timeout, or block them from the channel." Let's see. Muhammad says, "Today I finished my work and have a holiday for 1 week." Awesome. Hey, enjoy your holiday. You gonna do anything special or just rest up? Greg says, "Hey, Goldie, sure you won't have to block me." And Eric Point says, "And Greg, you can click on the name and check out their channels," which was the big reason why I wanted so many people to be the moderators. Goldie says, "Are you going to see your family, Muhammad?" That would be nice. Laradox is going to go. Bye for now, guys. Take care, Laradox. Thank you for stopping by. And remember, everything was said in complete love. Goldie says, "I know Greg. That's why I asked you to come here in the first place." Muhammad says, "No, Goldie right now in big home with my mom and father." T is letting Greg know she has several long-term illnesses and in a wheelchair. Her neurological condition is bad right now. Physio's got me up, and today was an achievement. Awesome. In the relapse. Don't like hospitals. Let's see. Our Point was in Paradox's live yesterday. Awesome. With Runner Boy. Nice. I have been on a live, but it's been a long time. Greg says, "I'm very sorry, B. I'm in the same spot. Very lonely. I'm sorry for that, Greg. I hope we're a little bit of a help, my friend." T is a Smurf now. Medic says, well put this way, Goldie, people are finding they could block. Um, people, sorry, people will be finding they are blocked on my channel. Been cleaning house on his channel. Awesome. Let's see. William says, full on vegan, amazing. I know you mentioned acclimation to whole or more natural foods. Do you still consider things like breads or other grain type crackers, etc.? I do. I eat Ezekiel bread. Um, but other than that, well, I do, the Belvita bars, um, which are little whole oats. Um, that's my one like luxury, my one indulgence. But mainly it's oatmeal with bananas and lots of berries, walnuts, and then it's usually lentils and brown rice with steamed vegetables and some more fruit, some more nuts for my main meal. And then in the evening, not evening, but afternoonish for me. It feels like evening because I go to bed early. It is lots of greens, fresh greens, a little more fruit, often more oatmeal, and I'll do a vegan protein shake sometimes. Let's see. T says, Goldie, yeah, I'm a smart fat now. Let's see. Mr. Poopinator is back. Fart from me, bro. Man, that's all I was doing up ahead. The entire conversation. It's all everyone's been talking about. If you had been here 10 minutes earlier. T says, Goldie sleep. Well, are you going to bed now, Goldie? Goldie says, hi there, Mr. Poopinator. Actually, I figured I'd talk for about 10 more minutes and call it a night. Eric Point says, oh, crap, I should have suggested Eric UK Medic to read me bedtime stories. Eric Lapointe fell asleep with his watching the live stream. T says, be right back. Need to find burpee channels to look at. Goldie says, right, Eric Lapointe. Let's see. Greg says, got to be honest, Neodox can be cool, but a little difficult at times. Well, yeah, he is 15. Eric Point says, I fell asleep because of being in the sun. UK Medic, I swear. He's not going to buy it. That's what Goldie says. Well, he's a teenager. He has a long time to grow and a lot of potential. And you know what? He's a teenager hanging out with a lot of older people. Note that I didn't say old people. I said older people. Not that there aren't a few old people here, counting myself as one of them. So that could be a bit intimidating, you know? Hey, here's Laradox, and he's hanging out with some burpee gods. He's hanging out with Reaper and Leo Said So and Jacob, Eric Lapointe. Medic says I'll probably be dead in a couple of months anyway, since my June hospital appointment was canceled till August, then canceled until November, and run out of meds and only the consultants can prescribe. Wow. I'm sorry to hear that, Medic. Why are they... you know what? I always hear the positive side to healthcare systems in other countries. And then when I talk to people in other countries, they say, yeah, there's some positives, but here's some things you don't know. Um, and I hear that now from T, and now I'm hearing that from you as well. I'm sorry, my friend. Let's see. Goldie says, nope, I was highlighting that if I go to sleep and leave Medic on, I miss all the fun he's having. Excellent point. Muhammad says, today I drove from my work to Baghdad, 4 hours. Can't open my eyes. So, good night, every one of my friends. Thank you for stopping in, Muhammad. Good night to you. Enjoy your week off. I hope we get a chance to see some more of you. Medic says, or Eric Point says, UK Medic, go doctor's shop. Exactly. Medic, or Goldie says, Medic, I'm sorry, I truly don't understand your healthcare system. Ours is free too, but doctors keep their appointments. Medic says, no explanation. Our system is screwed. Let's see. T says, I see so much bad news. National Health Service. Some good, but not as much. You need to call consultant's secretary. I'm going to skip past some of the good nights. Let's see. Eric Point says, I'm the burpee whipping boy. I know you think I'm a prince. Hey, I think you earned your position right up at the very beginning. You set the intent. Reaper says, good night, YouTube family. Lewis, have a good night. And I'm looking forward to checking out the... I'm going to bring that up now so I can watch it just for a few minutes before I go to bed. I'm looking forward to those breathing reps, nasal breathing reps. Medic said, tried that today, and no good. So if you don't see me, you know why. Reaper says, till tomorrow, if God allows it to be so. I certainly hope so. I hope something breaks through for you, Medic, that, I don't know, maybe an appointment for someone else is rescheduled, or I don't know, but I'm holding out optimism for you. William says, do you find yourself not tempted by new food trends or anything as you have tried them or not necessary to live beyond a reasonable means? No, I'm really not tempted by anything. I'm not opposed to, going out to eat in a vegan restaurant. Milk and I used to do brunch before COVID hit. And then even after, we would do takeout. And we would have Sunday brunch every week. Always vegan. I'd have vegan pancakes. She's a more daring, adventurous eater than I am. She'd try all kinds of different stuff. So, on occasion, I'd step up and do something. But yeah, I'm really not tempted. My diet is really clean, and I'm happy with it. I like reducing things. I like reducing things to the bare essence. So it really frees me up internally. You know what I mean? I don't have to think about what I'm going to eat or when I'm going to eat. I like that freedom of just knowing how things are going to be. At the same time, as I mentioned before, even doing things on a set schedule every day, it still feels spontaneous. It still fills me with joy and happiness. Nothing feels like, man, I got to do this. I feel like, yes, I get to do this. I enjoy everything I eat. I enjoy every meditation session, every breathwork session, every walk in nature, and every live stream session. T says, burpee, sweet dreams. We get some goodbyes. Eric Point says, yeah, Yogi, they can fly their flag over there. That blows my mind. Crazy. Reaper says, I'm going to start flying mine. The point. T says, UK Medic, feel for you. I do as well, my friend. Reaper says, I can't wait to see what you think. I'm looking forward to it. Now, for Leo, it became, he jumped in. He did it once, and he's like, man, I got to try it again. And then he was hooked. He's done it every day since. Amazing. So it was a hard fought battle, guys. But I am caught up. I know I missed some stuff. I apologize. Yeah, but I knew what you meant. I've actually heard medics say that. Eric says, another great live. Thank you, my friends. Appreciate you all being here. So, yeah, we'll wrap it up now. I'm going to go check out the Burpee Reaper and his nasal breathing. I think it was it one pump burpees? Let's see. Goldie says, why can't you, Eric LaPointe? Well, he can, but he was saying that UK Medic can't. Let's see. Goldie says, thank you for a lovely live in chat, and thank you for helping me make it a lovely live in chat. It certainly would be less so, if not impossible to be so, without you guys. T says, Eric P, we get to D off. Don't know what that means for flying our own country flag. Let's see. Cody says, I know medic can't. William says, thank you, Yogi, and chat. Good night. Thank you, William. Appreciate you being here. Hey, my email address is in my channel information. If you have any questions, if you want to talk more in depth on anything that we've talked about, just send me a message. Or, Eric McCarty on Facebook. I know a lot of people don't have Facebook, but if you do, look me up. Easy to chat there. He says, double standards and corrupt police. William says, will do. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Let's see. Goldie says, me in the UK. What do you mean, T? Myself, Goldie, in the UK. Man, there's a lot of silliness going on, isn't there? Don't understand it. We make things so complicated. Here's the thing. If you like your country's flag and you want to fly it, fly your flag. If you think that it's something that you don't need to do for whatever reason, don't fly it. You don't have to like someone flying their flag, but you don't have to make it illegal. You don't have to outlaw it. Tina, my friend. Tina's here and says, hi, Eric in chat. Hello, my friend. We're just wrapping things up for the night, Tina. I apologize. I appreciate you coming in. what is the old saying? Do as thou will, but cause no harm. Um, it seems that should be something that we have evolved towards. Tina says, cool. Big, big, big. I'm back. How's it going? It's going well, my friend. Appreciate you stopping back. We're wrapping things up for the night, saying our good nights. But I appreciate you being here. I got a few things to do, and then I'm going to bed. Because I go to bed early. Goldie says, too, about my city. I've only been up for a minute. I want to check those out as well. So if I don't get to everything tonight, I'm going to have them up and saved so I can check them out tomorrow. So, all right, guys. I will see everyone tomorrow. Be doing the same thing again. But again, it'll be different. But I appreciate you guys being here. Thanks, guys. Take care.